You never know what might happen at night, but you just never know what might happen at night. But we're gonna give you some collective messages, okay? I'm at the park. I'm by the river, and I was just listening to this Christian gospel song called "By the Riverside." By the Riverside by Kirk Franklin, and it's talking about having a blessing by the water, y'all. So I came to by the water. Hopefully, y'all get a blessing from this reading. We'll see. We don't know. We can try. Again, all we have is each other. Okay. So, all we got is each other, or, you know what? I'm also getting that message that people say when you feel like you don't have nobody is love, don't love nobody, or it's a dog eat dog world. So it's a half cup. That energy where you can look at the glass half full, half empty. It just depends on the type of person you are. If you're gonna sit in that negative energy or try to push yourself out of that, whatever that is, whatever it could be projected. It don't have to be your energy. Okay. So moving right along. Somebody could be this is trying to get out of something. This is crying. Stress. This could be stress. Okay, about these kids, these whatever this is here. This is stress. I'm stressed. I'm trying to release myself from whatever this is. And like I'm getting that energy where when you don't forgive yourself, what happens when you don't forgive you? Some people need to understand what that means when you have to forgive yourself for the things you have done. And when I was coming on this live to do this reading, the song that came in my spirit was Grateful. Okay. I am grateful for the things that he has done. I am grateful for the victories we've won. I could go on and on and on about your word because I'm grateful, grateful, grateful just to know you, Lord, just to praise you, Lord. And it says like flowing from my heart are the issues of my heart. But God is a grateful God. But I'm also getting gracious and grace and mercy, where grace and mercy follows you, grace and mercy carries you. And it be despite the enemies doing whatever the enemy set up, God got a better plan, you know. So you have to be real careful with blaming yourself for stuff that's not your fault. Blaming yourself. You can't be blaming yourself, you know. So that's what I'm getting right out the gate, okay? Somebody could also, this Gemini could want to just get out of whatever they did. This twin want to just, this shit to be over. This is like, I just want this shit to be over. I just want this to be over. I want it to be over. I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of the antics. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of everybody. What I'm getting, when people just, you know how sometimes when you do a crime and you exhaust all of your options, right? Now you don't have a plea deal on the table anymore. Now we looking at a trial. We looking at, sometimes you exhaust your options. So somebody could have done that, where you had time to go to the cops, you had time to do this or that, but you just didn't do it. And now we're here, now we're here. So, and you know what I'm getting? Like the energy is like, just take me to jail today. I'm ready to go to jail today. I just want to go to jail today. I don't even want to wait, and you got to wait until you got to wait. That's what I'm getting. You can't just go today. You could go turn yourself in, but you're going to be waiting still, to go to the prison or whatever. So somebody could definitely be trying to get out of something or trying to release themselves from something that they just feel like it's so much it's on your back. It's like a monkey on your back. Okay. This is also being able to see how strong someone is in the past, what they say, what they're saying, how this isn't over. And it's bad news coming up. Like bad news coming for you, and you. It's like, I ain't forget about you, and you too. So I'm getting. So we'll see where everybody is in the collective, but this is bad news in the past, all bad news. And it only gets worse, is what I'm getting. It only gets worse. So someone could be turning their back to something, pretending, planning to do something. This is just, you was in the group outside the group. Don't act like you wasn't in the group with us. Don't act like I wasn't making sure you got all good names. Don't act like I wasn't making sure you could take care of your family. You need to help me. Or just feeling bad because you were a part of this group outside of the group. Somebody had a group of people. We were talking about these scammers. And what was really going on. Like, you following them around because you was with them. That's why you are where you are, why you followed them over here. You had to be one of those people that were eating off of this scam. You had to be one of those people who were with the crew, outside the crew, you know. And I've been teaching y'all a lot about the Masons and the occult side, so that we can be aware of that dark energy and knowing how to balance it within ourselves. But when you get into cult like settings, or you say you a scammer, okay, you know you can't really trust your scammer partner. You know your scammer partner will scam you. You got to know it's a bigger scammer than you, right? You know it's somebody who heartless, and I talked about that. So I'm feeling like we're talking about the scammers again, and the scammers, this process of scamming the government, scamming each other, nobody's friends, people plotting on each other, and then in the end you realize that nobody was friends. It's like nobody's really friends, I guess, or you was never my friend. And you know, and that's probably how they feel about you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Or this is how you feel about someone. Here go the Emperor in the reverse here. Like, damn, so I'm your ace boon coon. Y'all scammed me too. Y'all did this shit to me too. You did this shit to me too. It's like, yeah, you know, if they didn't do it to you, why wasn't you doing as well? Why weren't you doing just as good as this person? You know, so something got something to do with someone thinking that they're friends. They're not really friends. Thinking you love them, you don't love them. Thinking you care, you don't care. Thinking these things that they're false. Okay. This is also being surprised at this comeback, how someone comes back from this financial situation. This message. Also, too, be careful being that person where you only do things for people based off of, are you going to help me get out of this, or are you going to turn on me? Are you going to turn on me? Are you going to turn on me? That's what I'm getting. Are you going to turn on me? Are you going to turn on me? And I'm just getting that if you feel that way, what are we doing then? You know, some people, they really show their true colors. That's what I'm getting. Look at all the colors. You know that I'm scarred, that Chris Brown song, where they show their true colors by not acting at a time that would show that you're genuine. You're clearly genuine. But if you hold back, or you hold like, if you could do something for me, do it. But if you don't do it for me based off of you feeling like, I don't know if you're going to turn on me, I don't know how this is going to end, then you don't even deserve for that person to have your back. That's the first thing. Two, I hope they do have your back, and I hope you feel like shit afterwards. I hope you feel terrible for feeling like, for not even having a genuine heart, right? And you know, sometimes people just got to be called out for who they are. Now, this is a message here about this fire sign man. Someone could be getting a new opportunity. This is a blessing. This is a blessing. Is what I'm getting. You blessed my spirit. You blessed my soul. You really did bless my soul. Hold up, y'all. This sun, baby, and my eyes, baby. Y'all know I don't play about the sun. It's shifting. But hold up, let me fix. Okay, so oh no, I could turn it back around. So something has something to do with that. Getting an opportunity, and it's so, it's like really knowing what you're meant for, knowing that you're meant to do this, knowing you're meant to help people. And even when people do you wrong, it don't mean that you can't it doesn't mean that you can't still forgive them and move on with your life. Move on. Because guilt sits in people in ways that for the rest of their life they never going nowhere. And you sit around, you're like, why you not going nowhere? Why didn't I'm 40. Why do I feel like I ain't gotten anywhere in my life? And it's because you forgot that person you did wrong. Maybe you never asked for forgiveness. Maybe you're a selfish person. I don't know. Maybe you get money in a way that shows that you have to be heartless to make this kind of money. So that's why you still stuck where you are. You haven't gotten anywhere. But apply yourself is what I'm getting. When you apply yourself, blessings do come. Opportunities do arise when you apply yourself. And I think about my very first job. I said this earlier. I don't know if it was on another reading, but I said I remember having a job at McDonald's, my very first job, and then a manager or a supervisor pulled up in the drive-thru, And she said my customer service was so great, I should apply for a position across the street at the call center. And that's how I got into the call centers, just by someone telling me that, and use my name. She was like, use my name as a person that referred you. And I thought that was pretty cool. You know, she was willing even to help me out like that, you know. So it's something about it where opportunities do come when you apply yourself. Start one job, you know that this job is you're going to meet somebody here, and you can ask people, where do you work? You know, you can network with people and put yourself in a better situation, okay? In the future, so somebody definitely is getting a big opportunity. This is a very big opportunity. This was a huge opportunity that you received or you're getting. This is a huge payout. This could be a big check, okay? Good luck. If it's a job, I'm so happy for you. But that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a couple dollars. Y'all know how I talk. A lot of money. A big opportunity. And I'm also getting, you deserve the life of the superstars live. Okay. Compliments by Tank. Okay, listen to it. All right. So somebody could be working on this decision, working on some kind of decision, and this is stopping someone, or they could be working on something, right? A final decision about this business, stopping this business, ending this business, working on this. I'm getting the final straw. The horse, or the straw that breaks the camel's back, or something like that, where this is when you call it quits. This is stopping something and leaving, because you can see, they can see, everyone can see, we're on the same page. It's time to move on, right? And these people could be ready to celebrate. They could be in a good mood at the end of this. So let's see where you guys are. Where's Aries? You could feel like your life is upside down. This is not knowing that why your life was upside down. Who was the ringleaders of whoever turned your life upside down. You could be understanding how this person's life got turned upside down. Who was the person that lied the most to get people to say, ew, it's like looking at a person in a way, but it's just not true. It's all lies. You nasty. You don't have no loyalty. Nobody owes you anything, and it's all lies, okay? You could be talking to this air sign man. This could be an investigator, a leader, a boss about this, a lawyer. Aries, give me Leo. Leo, you can't believe justice comes in this way. You wake up to justice, the police knocking at your door. Who's that knocking at my window? I mean, my bad. Hold up. Wait a minute. I got another one. What you want? What you wanna do? Bad boys, bad boys. What you wanna do? So, Leo, you can't believe the police really coming to your house, okay? Or you can't believe that somebody is really working with the police. They really a cop, or they really a field agent. This is checking. Oh my God. Oh my God. You know, you really are working. Oh my God, you're working. Oh my God, you going to work. Oh my God, she be working. So, your job could be a little different. I was just talking to y'all about the readers for Congress. When you're the best, you the best. Of course, the government wants you on their team. Of course, when you're the best at what you do, the government needs you on their team. We want to know what's going to happen in 2030, 2040. We trying to anticipate whatever we can anticipate so that we can make sure that we are protecting humanity, the humans, the human race. All right, Sagittarius. This is being nice to somebody who wanted to fight, battle with you. Somebody is watching how you're being nice, but someone else is trying to have you battle with someone. They want you to battle. They thought you was going to battle with them. You don't have to battle with this person. You don't have to fight with this person. They want you to be mad or go back and forth with someone, say some slick shit maybe even, but you don't say anything. All right, you travel, you judge whoever this is, or someone is being judged for. It's like feeling bad at the end. Someone gonna feel bad for how they treated you, what they did to you at the end, or they're gonna tell you they're sorry. They're actually gonna get a chance to say sorry. This person here, this earth sign lady, this water sign lady, water sign man. This could be mom, dad, auntie, cousin, where they can tell you like, I am so sorry, but this bitch had to go down. Okay, I'm sorry, but I had to set up this person right here. I had to set this bitch up. This bitch need to go to jail. I hope they take this bitch to jail. If they taking your mama to jail, that's all we want to know. Yes, take the mama to jail. Okay, yes, they taking the mama to jail or putting this bitch in a crazy home. Something got something to do with that. Sagittarius, y'all be having this shit going on.